Start பண்ணலாமா?
Okay, sir. அவர் ரெடி பண்ணிட்டு சொல்லுவாங்க.
அவர் ரெடிட்டாரு.
Okay. Happy morning to one and all. Kind attention. Kindly mute your audio for this webinar. This section is streaming live on YouTube. Either click the hyperlink in the flyer or else type the title in the YouTube. Thank you. On behalf of Sree Abirami College of Allied Health Science, I am Sujita, Assistant Professor, is the organizer, and Ms. Akila, Clinical Instructor, is the moderator for this webinar. With that, I take an immense welcome for this today's National Series 1 on Paramedical Students' Responsibilities and Challenges. Let me first of all start by giving glory to the Almighty God for making today's occasion as a grand success. Welcome, Ms. Akila, tutor, Sree Abirami College of Allied Health Science, to welcome the gathering.
Pleasant morning to one and all gathered here. I am Ms. Akila, Clinical Instructor. It's my immense pleasure to welcome you all to this webinar on Paramedical Students' Responsibilities and Challenges. First of all, I would like to welcome our Chairman, Dr. P. Periyasamy sir. I welcome you, sir. I would like to welcome our Managing Director, Dr. Kundavi Devi ma'am. Welcome you, ma'am. And we would like to welcome our Board of Directors, Dr. Sendil Kumar sir, Dr. Balamurugan sir, Dr. Uma Devi ma'am, Dr. Sucharita ma'am. Welcome you, sir, and welcome you, ma'am. We would like to welcome and thank our Principal, Dr. Arvin Babu sir, as a convener for this webinar. We also welcome all the principals and vice principals from other colleges. Finally and importantly, we welcome everyone who has taken time and effort to join us for this event. We hope that this webinar will inspire you and guide you in right way. Thank you. I hand over this to Ms. Sujita ma'am, coordinator and organizer, to welcome our resource person, Dr. Arvin Babu sir.
That was the sweetest welcoming. Thank you, Ms. Akila. We are now to hear about the great person of this webinar, our resource person, Dr. Arvin Babu sir. Sir has completed his PhD at Savitha University, Chennai in the year of March 2016. He has held various positions as Associate Professor, Nursing Director, HOD of Mental Health Nursing Department, Principal of College of Nursing. Now currently, Sir is the Principal of Allied Health Sciences, HOD of Mental Health Nursing Department, and Admission Officer of Sree Abirami Institutions. Sir has presented paper at various national conferences held at Bangalore and Mysore. Presented papers at Continuing Medical Educational Program, Government Headquarters, Erode. And Sir has presented paper at various workshops and symposiums. Sir has also presented papers at state level seminar in mental health nursing at Shakti College of Nursing, Karur. He has contributed his paper presentation at national level workshop on cancer care at Shanmugha College of Nursing, Salem, and state level conference on integrating leadership role and management function at Bishop's College of Nursing, Dharapuram. Sir has published research articles at various journals. Journals named Asian Journal of Nursing Education and Research, Nightingale Nursing Times, International Journal of Health Sciences and Research, International Referred Multidisciplinary Journal of Contemporary Research, International Journal of Nursing Education. And Sir has also been very successful in his academic achievements. Sir is the Senate member of the Tamil Nadu Dr. MGR Medical University, Chennai, resource person for the records of BSc Nursing, Post-Basic BSc Nursing, and MSc Nursing. Convener and author of textbook writing by Tamil Nadu Nurses and Midwife Council, Chennai. And Executive Director, Editor Board of Journal of Mental Health Nursing. Member of Inspection Committee of Tamil Nadu Dr. MGR Medical University and Tamil Nadu Nurses Midwives Council, Chennai. Examiner for the BSc Nursing, Post-Basic BSc Nursing, MSc Nursing at Dr. MGR Medical University and Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Sciences, Karnataka. Sir is a member of Trained Nurses Association of India, New Delhi. And Sir is also a member of Indian Society of Psychiatric Nurses. We are very happy for today's webinar, sir. We are waiting for your presentation. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. My dear friends and my dear students, good morning. I welcome you for this particular presentation. Before the presentation, I would like to thank God Almighty for giving me this opportunity. Thank you, God. Second, I would like to thank my management, particularly my chairman and the directors, for giving me an opportunity for this particular webinar. Thank you, sirs and madams. Third, why I selected this topic? The reason, the present paramedical students, knowingly or unknowingly, they joined, but they don't know whether, I don't know whether they know the responsibilities and challenges without knowing the consequences. They joined the particular paramedical courses. Then after that they are struggling like anything, or somebody is shining is not like everyone. So this particular time, they should know what is called paramedical and what is their responsibilities and their challenges. That is one of my aim. And another aim, we take about the plus 2 students. They are waiting, they are going to write examination and their parents, and they don't know what course to select. Or mainly I am telling about the science group students. All the science group students' views are, they want to join medical. They want to join medical. So they are preparing for examination and preparing for the NEET and they are doing everything. But if they are not able to get the NEET, what is the second step? Again, they are going for NEET coaching. They are spending a lot of years for NEET training, but they are not able to succeed. This is one set of students. The another set of students, they don't know what to do, and you will come to know through all the newspapers, they are committing they are ending their life through committing suicides. So this is one of my ambition, that I want to prevent all the difficulties, and students should be aware. Not only the medical courses are available in the field of medical university, there are also equal to medical course. There are paramedical courses also available, but students and parents are not aware of the particular paramedical course. So that what happened, they are not giving importance to the paramedical, but which is also equally important to the medical profession. So one is, these students I want to create an awareness. Second one, those who joined the paramedical profession, I want them to know what is their responsibilities and challenges. So with that introduction, I am very happy to welcome you for my presentation on paramedical students' responsibilities and challenges. Welcome you all. We'll go something about the meaning of the student. The student, it is a Latin word, it is tutor. The meaning of the student is to take pain. Pain taker. Who is the student? Pain takers are the students. The exact meaning is given, but coming to the real situation, I don't know how many students are taking pain in studying, writing examination and preparing themselves for getting a degree. Okay, they are, what I can say, they want everything in the simplest way to complete the course. Right? They are not regular in classes, they are not attending the classes, they are not submitting the assignments, test, whatever it may be, but they don't want to take any pain and they want to succeed the examination. So every day, I hope all the teaching fraternities are facing a lot of difficulties to handle this situation. But you student, you know that the ideal meaning of the student is the person who takes pain. Or pain taker is called as the student. What pain you should take? You are taking pain to learn new knowledge and abilities. You are taking pain to gain new knowledge and abilities, or to get the graduation, or to work successfully in an organization to earn money. That may be there, but the ultimate meaning of the student is to take pain or pain taker. It also have other meaning like desire, eager for, enthusiastic about, busy oneself with, apply oneself and study. The student, the main aim is to study or to take pain. And the definition of the student is A person formally engaged in learning, especially in one enrolled in a school or college. Formally engaged in a learning process. What is called formally engaged in a learning process? That means it is an organization or a college or a school having a syllabus, having a curriculum, having the rules and regulations and timetable and everything, teachers and students, all other persons, they are having a timetable and schedule of activity through which a person is learning. That type of person is called as a student. The student also, we can say, learning at a school or a college. And we come to know what is called paramedical, because we are not talking only on a student, we talk about a paramedical student. The paramedical is concerned with supplementing the work of highly trained medical professionals. The highly trained medical professionals, we can say our doctors are the highly trained medical professions, and the other paraprofessionals also is there. But we are supplementing our work. We are helping various ways to give care to the patients. That type of profession is called as paramedical profession. Now, we can also say that it is a trained to give emergency medical treatment or assist the medical professionals. What are the paramedical students? Who are the paramedical students? The paramedical students are the students studying College of Nursing, College of Pharmacy, College of Physiotherapy, College of Occupational Therapy, and College of Allied Health Sciences. So all the students are considered as paramedical students. So what is the ambition of the student? What is the ambition of the student? Definitely, a student entering into the field of education and coming into the field of paramedical, they have a lot of ambitions. Mainly, you can say they want to earn more money. Of course, it's a paramedical or a medical or any other colleges, the main motto or ambition is to earn money. But here also, there is a lot of opportunities where you can earn more money when you go for the paramedical courses and break out of your shell, gain new skills. Definitely, if you select paramedical course and students selected the paramedical course, you can gain new skill based on the course you have selected. Maybe if you selected the course on nursing, you can able to develop a lot of skill on giving care to the patient, and pharmacy, you can able to concentrate more on drug production and drug distribution, and physiotherapy and occupational therapy to give rehabilitative care or their own specialized care. And coming to the allied health science, you are developing your own specialized skills to take care of certain activities. So like that you can gain new skills and find your directions. What you want to be, either you want to be a nurse, you want to be the pharmacy, you want to be an occupational therapist or an allied health personnel or a physician assistant or whatever it may be, you will get your own direction through which you will be developed from student to the teacher or a hospital worker and director. Like that you can able to get directions and you can go more and higher in your areas. And mainly everyone's ambition is live a healthier, happier life. Definitely paramedical 100% giving an assurance that if you select this particular course and follow the regulations of the course, 100% you can live healthier and happier life and expand your career option. You have a lot of career. Now you are in a student or you may not know what is your career, but their own specialties they have there. Multiple career options are there where you can survive, you can expand and see the world. See the world in your eyes. What you want to see the world, you can develop like that and you will get involved. So this is some of the ambitions of the student. And what is the nature of the student? Before entering into the college, the student completed +2, studied science subjects, the medium of instruction, either Malayalam, Tamil, English or any other local languages, and studied as day scholar. That is home environment. This I want to specifically tell because this is the transition between school and the college. Maybe in the school, you are in the home environment, and we can say the last point, it is a disciplined environment. Disciplined environment in school and the home. Maybe you have to go correct time to the school, right? And you have to prepare your assignments or homework, so everything. And if you want to take a leave, as you like, you cannot take leave, and the parent will not permit, and school also will not permit. So like that, what happened? Either school and the home, they have a direct contact on you, so that you will be developed in a disciplined environment. So that environment you are coming to the college. And economic status, all are not the same economic status. They are high, low, medium, like that. So different culture and different people are coming into the paramedical profession, either nursing or whatever it may be. But after coming to the particular institution, what is your responsibility? See, your expectation or your ambitions are different, and your basic background is something different. And coming to the English medium or other things you have, but what is your responsibility? This is the thing I want to discuss. And the student responsibilities, there are two responsibilities, the two areas we have responsibilities. In paramedical areas, I am telling. One is in college, another one is in hospital. Because definitely the paramedical student has to spend maximum of their time in the college or in the hospital. And in college, you know that you have a classroom, you have responsibility in classroom, in laboratory, library, hostel. And hospital, you have different departments based on the specialization. But in college, the responsibilities are same for all the paramedical students. For all the paramedical students, the responsibilities are same, but the responsibilities are differ in the area of the hospital. First, we will see what is the responsibility of the students in college. What is the responsibility of the students in college? First, very, very important. They concentrate only on the discipline. They concentrate only on the discipline. Where we find a difficulty to get from the students. Where we get difficulty from the students. Mainly it has given arrive at college and the class on time. It is the first and foremost responsibility of the student. Student, you are listening the class. I know how you just you introspect yourself. How many of you are following the same that I am coming to the college and attending the class at the right time, right? Maybe very few percentage of the college students are doing like that. You see about your school life. You see about your school life. Definitely, 8 or 9 o'clock is the school. 8:45 you may be in the school because your parent will not allow you to be in the home, and they rush like that anything and make you to attend the class. And school also. If you are late and immediately the report go to the parents, and parent has to come to the school because it is easily accessible. So a lot of disciplines are there. But coming to the college, I don't know why the school students are coming to the college as a college student, but they are changing their attitude and behavior, and they are not in right time arriving in right time to college and the class. But this to be avoided. The student, your first and primary responsibility is come to the college and attend the class on right time, and inform and obtain permission before being absent. This is another question. How many students are taking leave absent with permission and without permission? I know the majority of the students in college, not in school. In school, I remember the students took the leave next day before going to the school. They write a letter and get the signature from the parent, then only they are going to the school. But here, nothing. Oh, as they like, they come, and as they like, they go. They are not getting permission before taking any leave. This attitude to be changed. You have to come at right time, and that's why the important responsibility of the student, first they concentrate only on the discipline. The disciplined student future will be bright. The disciplined student future will be bright. If you are not disciplined, and your future will be affected. So student, please listen and come to the college at right time. Any day you want to take a leave, no problem, but with the permission of the teacher, with permission of your parent, try to take leave. And after that, when you come to the college with leave letter and permission letter from your parent, you attend the class, will be good. Ask permission before leaving the class. As you like, you cannot enter, and as you like, you cannot leave the institution, and receive permission before leaving the college campus. These are all the things, but basic responsibility of the student in the college is still in any profession, any paramedical course. The first and foremost is the discipline. Second comes to the academic. Second only comes to the academic. First is the discipline. Second is the academic. What is your responsibility? And the students, I want to ask a question to you. Why the teachers are preparing a timetable? Why the teachers are preparing a timetable? You are telling that only the teacher should know what class I am going to take and how I am going to prepare, what are the materials to be ready. So this is the part of the teacher, not this is the only aim of the timetable. The timetable is displayed in the notice board and all people will be aware that Monday 9 o'clock this particular subject, this particular teacher is coming, and the second hour, third hour, like that. And the main important purpose of this timetable, student before coming to the class, you should prepare what is the topic teacher is going to take, and you should have your own material and the doubts you have to discuss with your teacher. So like it should be a two-way process. Actually what happened in the class, it is going like a one-way process. Teachers are preparing and teachers are coming to the class and taking a class. You are attending and non-attending and you are making a notes or not. But like that it is going. But actually the process is, it is a bipolar process. Classes are the bipolar process. Both should be involved. The teacher should participate and the students should participate. Both should have background knowledge and they come to the class. Teacher should have the answer for all the questions they're going to ask from the student. But students come with your doubts and you have to share during the class will be very, very effective. And this is the expectation of the teacher and all the society is from the student, that it is your responsibility. So second option we have given, education. Prepare for class with appropriate material, participate in class activities. What is called the class activities? Maybe you have to answer the question, you have to discuss actively. First, you should not sleep. You should be very happy to attend the class. And any assignment you have to, any assignment given, do it on right time. Test you have to attend properly by studying and write at the maximum. So this is the some of the responsibility of the student in the classroom activities. Third, your behavior. Third is your behavior. First is discipline. Second is how you have to be in the classroom like an academician. Third is the behavior. You have to demonstrate a cooperative and responsible behavior in the classroom and the school activities. Mainly you have to respect the teachers, elders and whomever is coming. But nowadays I am getting the feedback from teachers, students are not respecting the faculty. Students are not giving, not standing when they are coming to the class. So there are a lot of issues are going on, but this to be avoided. Student, you should have a good discipline. The educated people and uneducated people, the only difference is the behavior. An ideal objective of education is behavior modification. But these are all not new to you. These are all not new to you. Even you are all practicing all the things in your school. All you are practicing in your school, but I don't know why you are entering into the college, you are not practicing all these things. You should have a responsible person. And you see that in outside you are creating any mistake, your name will not be thrown out, rather your institution name will be thrown out. Your institution name will be thrown out. And people will be talking the person, not the person. Maybe Mr. X done a mistake in a public area, but in media, X will not be projected, but the institution will be projected. So what happened? You have to pride of your institution, you have to strengthen the image of your institution. So you have to mainly concentrate on the cooperation and responsible behavior in the classroom and activities. And what are all the college and organization making a guiding principles, uniform, shaving, coming to the right time, attending the class, test schedule, lab work, like that, whatever all the activities are prepared or prescribed, you have to follow them. If I ask you to do A, you will do the B. If I ask you to do the B, you will do the C. That should not be an attitude of the student. So, student, what we are expecting, before that you have to project will be very, very useful. and you should be respectful. Communication to resolve the conflicts. You should not be the problem makers. You should not be the problem makers. Or, ideally speaking, we are getting a lot of complaints about the student that they are fighting each other, using abusive words, and physically you are involved into fight each other. Like that, there are so many unwanted behaviors are happening in the institution, but that is not the ideal place for a school or a college. The college is not an ideal place to fight each other, maybe doing all kind of unwanted words using by the students. It is not the place. And respect to the property of the others. Mainly I am telling that this is your college, this is your institution and your organization. Whatever all the properties are available, it is not only an organizational property, it is your property. You have the desk, you have the board, you have the lab, the articles you have, right? So many things you have, but you don't break anything, don't write anything on the blackboard, on the particular desk, don't break the lab equipments, and don't steal anything. Maybe people will do like that in library. What happened? They will study and in between they will write their name. Or if they want to, they will tear the paper and go out. These are all the behavior you should avoid as a student in the institution. And be honest. Use respectful language. Don't use unnecessary language or use the bad words that will not that will not give an image of the student. So concern for welfare of the school. Already I told, any unwanted activity you do outside, your name will not be projected, rather institution name will be projected. So get good name from the institution, or otherwise you will ask, the school name will be asked. Maybe a college student is doing mistake and the college teacher will ask which school you are coming from. So where your school name is spoiled, but your school and the school teacher is not like that. They will give more importance to mold you as in a discipline so much way, but you are not practicing in a later life. And don't be rude and disrespectful words. I already told. No, don't use all kind of bad words and scolding the students. That should be avoided. And you should not have negative words about another student. Maybe gossiping about one particular student, either boy or a girl or a teacher. No, this is all happening in an organization. That should not happen. And gender identity, sexual orientation. Mainly, college students are falling in love. Maybe it's kind of an infatuation. That should not happen. Your main aim, why you have entered into the college? To study, to get the degree, to brighten your future, to earn money. This is only your responsibility. Not like on falling in love or running in between, escaping from the college and getting married. These are all we are witnessing in the college. As students during the study period, they fall in love and they marry each other. Not marry each other, sometimes they run away from the area. This all should not be happened, and this to be avoided. And another one, cleanliness. Very what I can say, not happening in all the areas. The student's responsibility is to keep the campus clean. Again, I am telling you, this is not very new. What we are doing in the school is that we are expecting you to do in the college. But I don't know why the next day, maybe transition from school to college, all your attitude, your behavior, your approach, everything is changed. All your attitude, behavior and approach, everything is changed. Coming to the college, you are not maintaining the cleanliness of your college. Mainly in the classroom, there is a dustbin, but you will not put your waste in the dustbin. You will keep as it like. And going to the bathroom and toilet, you will write whatever you want. You will all unwanted things you will write in the board, in the wall. Even in the desk, you will write whatever unwanted. No, that should not happen. This is your property. You think that it is only the college property, not your property. It's not like that. இது உங்கள் சொத்து. இந்த பஸ்ல எல்லாம் போர்டு போட்டிருக்க மாதிரி இது உங்கள் சொத்து, ஒரு ஜோக் கூட வந்துச்சு அந்த மாதிரி. It is your property. அதுக்காக you cannot damage. So maintain the cleanliness in the campus, wherever it may be, in the college, classroom, library, lab, sports or other labs and all other hostel mainly I want to say students, maximum of the paramedical students staying in the hostel. Many times what happened, the flush, maybe the girl student I am telling, I am very sorry, during this particular meeting I am telling about this particular situation, the students are not disposing their maybe material properly. They flush it in the toilet, so that what happened, that is there is a block and the drainage will not be proper. So a lot of people are getting troubled because of these issues. And take care of the cleanliness of your equipment, locker, desk, books. Books again I am telling you, so many issues it is happening in the library. Maybe you have lent the book from library and you are not replaced it properly. Okay, and again what happened? You write your name and tear the paper and whatever, you make a mark in the book. No, that should not happen. So that kind of cleanliness you have to maintain in all the important areas. And also you have to maintain the property, right? Okay, right. So far we have seen 4 important responsibilities. One is the discipline. Second one is what is your responsibility in academic area. Third one is behavior. And fourth one is your cleanliness. So this is the main and major responsibility of the student. If you follow, definitely you will be shaped properly, and when coming to the working environment, you will be respected. And apart from what all the other responsibilities in college, administrative duties apply for your program. So I don't know, the student selected this paramedical course, knowingly you joined or unknowingly you joined. The person who have a right interest, definitely they will select the right course and they will shine in the particular program. But before applying, be careful, select the right course and join. Before joining a course, select the right course and join. Maybe many times we have experienced like after joining the course, they are not interested to continue. They want to discontinue the course. It is a headache of or problem to the parents, problem to the teachers, and problem to the organization, because you have to select the course what you want to study. Then schedule and registering your courses, apply for student loan are needed. Fees you have to pay. Another aspect of the student responsibility is you are not paying the fees at right time. You are not paying the fees at right time, because all your college expenses will be bared by only the fees from the student. But what students are telling, so let me get excuse from the people, next day we will pay, next day we will pay. And many of the students I know that they have the money in their hand, but they are not ready to pay. They are getting money from the parent, but not paying the fees. They are spending unnecessarily, and finally they are under trouble to pay the fees. So college to run positively, you have to pay the tuition fees or what all the respective fees as per the deadline, and study regularly. It may be bitter to you, but you cannot escape, because the paramedical is not like other profession. Until you have a knowledge, attitude and skill, you cannot give 100% care to the patients. And you see that I frequently used to say, giving care to the patient is not like other profession. If engineering or an arts and science and other area, if you commit a mistake, you can replace the article. But whereas in medical profession and paramedical profession, you commit any mistake, it is going to the danger of the life of the patient and their family. It cannot be replaced. So what do you need? You need a knowledge, attitude and skill. Where it will be, you have to have study habits. Definitely your society will be benefited out of your course. And balance life commitment, self-monitor. Although you should have a self-monitor. And why self-monitor is given importance in college. In the school, you have monitoring areas, like your parents are available and your relatives or your teachers, and it is easy access, everything is nearby. So not necessary on self-monitoring. But coming to the college, you feel that you are away from the particular home environment and school, So no discipline you think that discipline is not needed. So in that area, you have to have self-monitor, self-discipline is very important, and strong study skills and get support systems. Your teachers and professors or principals are there. They are ready to help you. They are ready to help you. You can make use of their services. So these are all the responsibilities of the student in college. Coming to the hospital, what is your responsibilities? So it is entirely different environment. It is entirely different environment. Maybe in a college, only the students, books, classes, and discussions and examinations and culturals and all these kind of activities are going on in the college campus. But the other environment, like it is another part of a coin. One part of the coin is maybe the college. That environment is completely different, and another part going to the hospital area, the situation is totally different. You are going to see the patients. You are going to see the patient. Patient is not like you and me, like healthy. They are sick. So in that condition, no 100% discipline is needed in that particular area, so that only the patient disease will be cured and you can able to you will be happy by giving a care. So the responsibility in college is different and hospital is different, which is not happening in other professionals. Which is not happening in other professionals like engineering or arts, whatever it may be, they don't have. But coming to the paramedical profession, your responsibility in hospital much more important, because you are taking care of patients and their life and their family members. And what is hospital? Hospital is mainly built and staffed and equipped. Why? To diagnose the disease, treat the patient, both medically and surgically, and the patient is either sick or injured. So mainly in an hospital, you have two important activities: diagnose the disease and treat the patient. Diagnose the disease and treat the patient. This is the two important activities are happening in an hospital. So if that is happening, what is the responsibility of the student? You are taking part in diagnosing the disease and treating the patient, both medically and surgically. This should be your ideal aim, and you have to have that responsibilities when you are entering into the hospital. And earlier hospital may be traditionally only diagnosis and treatment, but nowadays it is changed. It is concentrating on teaching and research. It is concentrating on teaching and research. So hospital means not only diagnosing and treating the patient, also teaching and research activities in hospital. And what is the functions of hospital? Mainly patient care. The main function of hospital may be basic function or advanced function or complex function, and whatever the word we can have, but main is the patient care. And your main responsibility in an hospital is patient care. Okay, like public health care, educational service, research activities, and general function, again medical service. To whom we are giving medical service? To the patient. And administrative service, patient care and education, diagnosis, treatment of illness, rehabilitation, convalescent care. So there are so many general functions, but the core of the hospital, right? Core function of the hospital is patient care. The core function of hospital is patient care. And who is giving the patient care? Who is giving the patient care? No, the medical and paramedical. Medical and paramedical. Medical, they concentrate only on diagnosing and treating. Apart from that, there are other personnel are necessary to give care to the people. They are called as paramedical profession. The definition itself, I told you are helping a medical professional or highly trained personnel to care the patient. So this is the general function of hospital and also the responsibility of the student. And major, what is the major function? Minor, major, and whatever it may be, treatment and management of patient. Patient care in all the different areas like nursing, diet, diagnosis, treatment, pharmacy, lab, like all areas. But basic idea is patient care and administrative services. Okay, now we are coming. What are the responsibilities of paramedical students in hospital? Who are all the paramedical students? Like I already discussed in the college, there are 5 paramedical students in college, like nursing, like that. Here comes the 5 important students will be there in hospitals, like nursing student, pharmacy student, physiotherapy student, occupational therapy students, allied health science students. There are 5 different categories of students are available in the hospital, and what is your responsibility? Depends upon your field of interest. Your responsibilities are varied. But earlier I discussed in the college, any type of students, the responsibilities are same in the college. Any type of students, the responsibilities are same. But coming to the hospital setup, depends on your department and specialized area, the roles and responsibilities are different. You should concentrate your responsibilities. And what is the responsibilities of the nursing students in hospital? Mainly you concentrate on patient need, administering medication. Maybe many students are very happy because of that only they are entering into the field of paramedical to administer medication, and nursing care and charting. So this is the 4 important responsibility of the nursing student in an hospital. Patient need, you have to identify, administer medication, provide nursing care, maintain charting. So what is the patient need? What is the patient need? Without identifying the need of the patient, it is not able to give care to the patient. So you have to identify and you have to read and understand the diagnosis of the designated patient. You are going to the ward and you will be having the case sheet, and the doctors will be writing on their notes, will be patient problem like history, physical examination, lab. If you want to go through, you have to be able to understand what is the meaning of that. So you have a responsibility to study properly and know about the different terminologies used in an hospital and understand the medical condition. See, one patient is equal to one book. One patient is equal to one book. So how much time you spend on one patient and the book, that much knowledge you will be earned. Okay, that much knowledge you will be earned. So already I told one patient is equal to one book. How much you spend on book, that same you have to spend more on patient. You will know more about the medical condition and your care aspects. And you have to know about how to operate the modern technologies. Administering medication, there are different methods of administering medication. You come to know from your studies and subjects and syllabus, right? But you cannot independently administer medication to the patient. Firstly, it should be approved by the physician, and you are with the direct supervision of the clinical instructor, you are permitted to administer medication. While administering the medication, you have to follow the rights, like right patient, right time, right dose, right drug, right time. These are all the things you have to follow in administering medication. Why I am giving the administering medication? Many of the students, compared to do other nursing procedure, they are very much interested to administer medication. But administering medication is not an easiest task, but they have to do under proper supervision by using all the scientific principles. They have to administer medication. And nursing care. Patient care, normal individual have 14 basic needs. Normal individual have 14 basic needs. And if the patients are not able to meet the need, they are called as patient. Normal individual have 14 basic needs. If need is not met, they are called as a patient. So what are the need? These are all the need I have mentioned. So that need you have to make a person to meet. That is your responsibility. So patient, you see that he is able to breathe properly. If not, maintain the airway, maintain the breathing. That is your responsibility. So eat and drink properly is a need. If it is not fulfilled, then you have to provide maybe nutrition and fluid and electrolyte support, like normal disposal of body waste, mobility and proper posture, sleep and rest, dress and undress normally, maintain body temperature, maintain good body hygiene, avoid hazards in the environment, avoid endangering others, communicate emotions, needs, fears and opinion, act and react according to one's belief. Like that, there are a lot of nursing care you have to do. The mainly I am telling normal individuals have 14 basic needs. If they are able to meet, they are normal. If they are not able to meet, they are called as a patient. In that time, you should make them to meet the need. That is your responsibility. And finally, the fourth important work of the nursing student is charting. Whatever the activities you are doing, everything you have to document. Because what you depict to the patient, you only come to know if you are not charting, but you are not the only person will be there in an hospital for 24 hours and into 7 days. Many people will be coming, so that what happens, everyone should aware what all the activities are carried out on particular patient. So the documentation is very, very important. What all the documentation, like your history, your treatment, your medication administered, the symptoms identified, like everything you have to document either in handwritten or computer based on hospital policy. This is the responsibilities of the nursing students in hospital. Now we go, what is the responsibility of pharmacy student in hospital? Pharmacy student, mainly you have your own department in an hospital, like pharmacy department. Mainly what happened, intending, maybe collecting the medication, storing, labeling, distributing, and check for usability. Like this is the main responsibility of the pharmacy student, I believe, in an hospital setting. But that is not the only scope of the pharmacy student in an hospital. Out of that, you have drug production and drug industries and other areas where you can work. But in coming to the academic area, you have more responsibilities in pharmacy department, and your lab also you are getting involved. And mainly, like nursing student, pharmacy students also not independently permitted to give treatment, to give care or to do any kind of activities. So you have to assist and support for drugs. Everywhere you see that only you are assisting and supporting. You are not getting any independent activity, but you are getting knowledge, attitude and skill by assisting the people. Okay, support and assisting for drug distribution, assisting pharmacy staff with prescription order entry, packaging and compounding, and maybe counseling. You are concentrating on health promotion clinics. Lot of patients are coming and they are with the prescription. They don't know what is the action, what is the dose, what time they have to take, and what is the diet to take, and nothing they know. They are coming in raw person and asking to the pharmacy people. You should be aware of everything and you should properly explain to the patients. Then only, if they are happy only, they will take the medication, right? And maybe review service, drug counseling, and collect appropriate information about the patient. Whether maybe a wrong medication, wrong patient may be given. Maybe, for example, by mistake it is happening in the hospital, but the pharmacy is the right place where you can identify. You have to verify whether he is the right person. The symptoms are correct, and the medication, and like that you check, then you administer distribute the medication to the patient, and follow safety precautions, maintain patient information confidential. Patient is coming and maybe expressing their complaints to you, like how they are expressing to the doctors. Here, why they are explaining to you, they want to know whether the medication is the right medication and the right dose is administered, everything they want to know. They are openly discussing their problem and maintain that information as confidential. And any interactions, drug interaction, you have to identify, report to your in charge person, and you have to run a pharmacy based on policies and procedures, and identify, recruit patient eligible for medication review program, drug, maintain the stock drug. These are all some of the responsibilities of the pharmacy students in hospital. And coming to the physiotherapy. So we have completed two things. One is nursing student responsibility. They mainly concentrate on patient care in and bedside. Coming to pharmacy department, they concentrate mainly on a drug. Drug is a patient. For them, drug is a patient. They have to give proper drug care so that patient will be benefited. But coming to the physiotherapy students, again they are compared to nursing and the physiotherapy, they are all giving independent rehabilitative treatment to the patient. Independent treatment they can be able to provide. Pharmacy, physiotherapy and occupational therapy, they have independency in giving care to the patient. So that much they have more knowledge, attitude, and skill. Mainly, the physiotherapy students, they give care to person, injured person, illness person, and disabled person. Mainly, they have three set of people: injured, illness, and disabled person. Your care is four areas like movement and exercise, manual therapy, education, and advice. You have to maintain health for people of all ages, not necessarily on the elderly, all the ages. You have to concentrate on the health and helping patient to manage pain and prevent disease. Mainly, pain people remember only on physiotherapists. No, you have a lot of specialized equipments to take care of the pain and the disability, and the encourage for development and facilitate recovery. You are mainly concentrating on the certain type of diseases like stroke, multiple sclerosis, Parkinson disease, back pain, and displaced associated disorders, sports injury, arthritis, heart diseases, rehabilitation after heart attack, and respiratory problem. Like that, your care on all this aspect, compared to you, no other person can able to do this much of care, right? You are the right person to give this care to the particular patients. Okay, so you have that much responsibility have in your specialized area. Physiotherapy student, please keep this all in your mind. All in your mind. All your patients depend are expecting your care, and you based on that you should have knowledge, attitude, and skill. I used to say that three kind of domain: cognitive, cognitive, and affective domain or psychomotor domain. You should have. How much you have the domain, that much your patient will be benefited. Ultimately, patient is benefited, you also will be benefited. This is the responsibility of the physiotherapy. Then coming to the occupational therapy students, many students, we have an experience, they don't know what is called occupational therapy. Many people, they say optometry, maybe other person is telling occupational therapy, we don't know what it is. Whether a job or something else. But occupational therapy student, you have a lot of responsibilities in the institution and hospital. You are involved in the therapeutic use of everyday activities or occupation. What is called therapeutic activities? Daily we do lot of activities in our home, like getting from bed or going to sleep. Like in between the period, we do so much of activities. If you do independently, you are normal. If you are not able to do any activity with the assistance, then the occupational therapy, with the assistance or without assistance, if you are not able to do, you need a occupational therapy help. The students studying occupational therapy, you are concentrating on the therapeutic activities of the patient. Maybe the stroke patient is not able to brush the teeth, but only the occupational therapy students can regain the skill and make the person to live happily with the self-care activities. Like occupation, maybe in doing an occupation, you have a fine motor skills. That skills will be developed only through occupational therapy. Okay, so you are concentrating on different aspects of patient health, like physical, mental, developmental, and emotional aspects. Use therapeutic technique to improve. Mainly you concentrate on rehabilitation. Mainly you are concentrating on rehabilitation. So that activities are very important. And you should have three important skills. Not only I am telling the occupational therapy students, but all the paramedical students, you should have these skills. You should have good communication skill. You should have good problem solving skills. Like you have to perfectly, you have to identify the problem of the patient. Then you can easily solve the problem. See, patient, you have to diagnose what is the problem it is. So that should be have only by experience and your study habits. If you have good experience and regularly you are keeping in touch with the textbooks and literatures and updated journal information, you can 100% you can identify the problem of the patient easily. Where once your problem identification you done properly, treatment is very easy. And you should have patience and flexibilities. So this is the responsibility of occupational therapy. Then coming to the field, the newer field called analytical science. The newer department called analytical science, where it is a new dimension. Analytical science is the new dimension where the medical persons are finding a lot of challenges, are facing a lot of changes to give the care. Lot of areas they are not getting adequate manpower to support them to give care to the patient. Because of that reason, what are all the areas they find difficulties, they identified and they created a new course is called analytical science. Analytical science. So your role in the health industry is very marvelous, and very students are interested to opt this particular course. Like you, what are the analytical you have now? You can able to work in all major departments like operation theatre, dialysis, laboratory, ICU, emergency, and we have all the departments like you have a specialized skill in cardiology, radiology, ophthalmology, dentistry, pulmonology, OPDs like physician assistant, like that different area you are developing the specialized skills. And what is your role? What is your role? You are trained to handle specific health problem like cardiology. Now only concentrate on cardiology. Radiology, concentrate only on radiology. Theatre, you concentrate on theatre, right? Pulmonology, concentrate only on the pulmonary areas. Like so, like that, you are all concentrating only on the specialized area. You give the care. What kind of care you give? Three care. One is assessment. Second is a diagnosis. Third is the treatment. Now, these three area you concentrate. Why? Because you have to promote the recovery of the patient. And analytical students concentrate 5 important care in an hospital setting like therapeutic care, diagnostic care, curative care, preventive care, and rehabilitative care. So these are the responsibilities of analytical students. And analytical students, you are working with the interdisciplinary health team like physician, nurses, and all other health team members. So you that much knowledge you have to have, then only you can able to compete with these particular health professionals and give effective care to the patients. So these are all a lot of responsibilities of the students. I am taking time, and I am very happy that our maybe 60% of the ideas are completed. Like what is the responsibility of the student in the college, paramedical student responsibility in the college, and paramedical students responsibility in the hospital, maybe various departments. Now, what is the challenges? What are all the troubles or what are all the issues you are facing in the area like time management? Mainly, I am telling time management. You have to have self-monitoring. When to study, where to study, what to study, right? What are the time period you have to allot for your self-care activity and study purpose? Because you are, second it has given, you are in a distance from the parents. Distance relation from the parent. Maybe your residence is somewhere. Maybe your college is Coimbatore, or residence is Kanyakumari or Kerala or whatever it may be. So you are away from your parent. So what happened? In college, in house, what happened? Your parent will be controlled you. Maybe 6 o'clock or 4 o'clock they get up you. Maybe they insist you to study. They will be with you while studying. But that will not happen in an hostel, in a paramedical institution. Because maximum of the paramedical students are staying hostel or taking room from outside the college and staying. You have to have proper time management. Then only you can able to be a good student in a college and an hospital. And your distance relation with parents, adjustment problem you have. Definitely, because till 12th standard you are in the house, your house. Even if you cough, immediately your mother will give the hot water. Your fever, immediately they concentrate on the health aspects, or cold or whatever it may be. But coming to the institution, you have to take care of your own activities. There is an adjustment problem. Maybe staying in an hostel, 5 or 6 students will be there. One student is studying in 6 or maybe 10 o'clock night. Another students want to off the light. One student want to on the light. Another student want to off the light. This is the situation or conflict goes. Maybe you will develop a lot of adjustment problem, and don't fear about the adjustment problem. Students, I am telling you, you will learn the life only during this particular hostel period. You will learn the meaning of the life. You will learn the meaning of the life only during stay in the hostel. you will develop a lot of adjustment abilities where your parent is amazing. This much of ability, this much of adjustment my children is having. And even I don't know this will be there in my daughter or a son. So hostel is the only place where you are learning all your life skills. And food moderation, your home food is something different, hostel food is something different. But you have to adjust. So that's why I am telling you can able to develop a lot of skill on adjustment. Homesickness will be there. Throw the homesickness out, because homesickness will not give bread and butter to you. Homesickness will not give bread and butter to you. Only how much you time spent on studies, learn the knowledge, attitude and skill, that will be helpful to earn money, to make your direction, which we were discussed, the ambition of the student, that will be achieved, not the homesickness. Active participation in the college and the other activities only will survive you. And depression and distraction. Nowadays, distractions are more and more. Students are using the mobile phone, internet, YouTube and WhatsApp. There are a lot of distractions, and even out of the internet and other things, students in the room itself, what happens, one student is studying, other student will come and disturb. There are a lot of distractions will be there, but these are all the challenges you have to come out. And transition, I already told, before joining a course, you properly decide and join the course. But after selecting, you concentrate mainly on the course, study well, develop your skills and earn money and live and live the happier life. But after joining, no, I don't like this particular course, this may not be the right choice, I want to go to the other college or other course. No, that transition difficulties you should not have. Academics, what happened? No, you have to concentrate mainly on study. There are a lot of people are around you to help you. There are a lot of people around you to help you. Use the facilities provided by the institution. Your teachers, your professors, your colleagues, your seniors, and your hospital, your doctors, departmental chief and heads. There are a lot of people are there. You have to get help from them and develop your abilities. Professors may not be the same. Maybe one professor and other professor, there are a lot of variations. But ideally what you are expecting, you want to gain knowledge. Okay. So you concentrate more on that particular aspect. Some teachers are very interesting. Some people are very helpful. So it is based on the positive quality they have, you adapt and you develop yourself. And selection of the course, already we discussed. And stress among the student and paramedical student and medical student is very, very common, because you are concentrating more on college and the hospital, studies and patient care, both. But you are comparing other students, like art students, they are enjoying their life, engineering students enjoying their life, because they have only their concentration only on the studies. But your concentration is not only on the study. Apart from that, you are concentrating on the patient care. Apart from that, you are concentrating on patient care. So that what happens, your stress will be more. You are expected to be a perfect, you should be a competitive person in the particular society. So like that, there are work will be there. There are workload will be there and burnout will be there. But don't concentrate. Happily you work. Happily you learn. The stress will not be a problem. You don't think this is the problem if you happily work. So you should have a happiness in doing a work. Ishtapattu vela pannanum, kashtapattu pannana, you will not learn anything. So stress will not be there if you have an interest to work, right? And any difficulty you face, you report to your teachers. Many people have a stigma that, no, if I report, what will happen? What they think about me? What my juniors will think about me? What my friends will think about me? What this person and that person will? No, nothing else. You have a problem, you have a distress, you report and get resolved. If you are not resolving your problem, then finally it ends with all disciplinary activities. You may be going in maladaptive behavior and punishment and all other activities will be happening. So stress you should not have, but there are a lot of areas you are exposed to stress. Coming out of the stress is in your hand. And the clinical instructors in the hospital is also a challenge. Like it has given an example, to be frank, our instructor did not treat as well. Once I made a mistake and the instructor reprimanded me right at the patient bed. In the hospital setting, the student committed a mistake, bedside itself the teacher scolded, then later what happened, the patient never trusted the person. Patient never trusted the student and student find a difficulty to give the care. This is the situation you are going to face in future. And clinical instructor, I am telling you, don't do like this kind of activities in an hospital setting. Student, you don't make this type of mistake in front of the teacher. You should have good attitude, knowledge and skill. Discrimination. So one particular student, one particular type we will treat. There will be a teachers, because already I told in the professors, teachers will be in different area. And this should not happen, but because of the ineligibility of the inexperience of the teacher, they do all kind of mistakes. Where that is also your challenge. Where the paramedical students are giving less important compared to other. Maybe nursing student less important. Other student, paramedical, allied or physio more important, or physio giving less important than other department. If that kind of situations will be happening in the institution, that is also one of your challenge. But don't bother about all the challenges. All this problem will not give bread and butter to you. Only how much you have learned, earned, that only will support you. Then inadequate knowledge. Definitely you should have good knowledge, right? So maybe it has given, I wanted to give my patient a pantazole injection, but I don't know what is the action of the drug. But one patient asked me, I have given wrong information, I went out. This should not happen. This should not happen. So patients are believing, and you see that the general public next to God, maximum 100% believe only the paramedical. You want to give an injection, they will turn their body and they will show the area where you want to give an injection. They will not ask any question. What is the name of the drug? What is the action of the drug? Like nothing they will know. But what happened? Before you give the drug, you should have more knowledge and you should more confident in giving the medication to the patient. Because that much you have confidence, you have to have knowledge. It will not harm the patient. So like that, that's why I am telling the paramedical students, you should have, compared to other disciplines, you should have more knowledge, attitude and skill in your specialized area. And deficient practice skill, it has given BP cuff, they are not able to place properly. Maybe the patient will not accept you to do that. So you should have a lot of simulation learning. Pharmacy, you have a lot of lab activities. Nursing, they have a lot of lab, and all other professions, they have your own lab activities. You actively participate in demonstration and written demonstration. Because once you go to the hospital and be with the patient, you should not commit any mistake that spoil your image and your institution, your teacher image, and also spoil the health of the particular individual. That should not happen. Insufficient communication skill. This is also a responsibility. And inferiority complex. You know, another challenge is you don't feel inferior. You don't feel inferior. What people will think, no, nothing else. Okay. You don't have that kind of inferior, and don't allow the patient to be inferior because you are asking a question. Maybe it has given IV cannula is there and it is a bulge in front of the patient. You have asked what has happened. What is this? Immediately it reaches to the patient. For example, BP is high, you are checked, but the way you report to the patient is very important. Compared to verbal communication, non-verbal communication will reach the patient easily. So what happened? They give more importance to non-verbal communication, and you be very careful for using the non-verbal communication, because that makes the patient as an inferior person and you also make as an inferior person. And some of the effective tips: you make a plan, priority your feeling, learning support from your teachers and other people. Visualize big. I want to be a director of this nursing director. I want to be the director of pharmacy department. Like that, you have visualize a big aim. definitely you can reach and help others. Because the paramedical profession is a very excellent profession where you can help others, right? But how can you help? By having a good responsibility in a college and hospital, you can easily help others and everybody will be benefited. Avoid 7 mistakes. Skipping classes, very usually you do that. Cramming, like studying at the end of the exam time, neglecting self-care activities, talking on too much, concentrating on work, maybe concentrating on talking will make you to a lot of mistakes. And what area you are, you focus on your own area of medicine, like nursing you concentrate more, allied cardiac student concentrate more on cardiac area, pharmacy student concentrate more on your area. By learning your knowledge, attitude and skill, you will be shined. Not having enough support, have enough support. Have good friends and get help from your professors and teachers. Definitely you can shine and enjoy. Not enjoying yourself. No, you should be avoided. Student period compared to other life, we cannot get this type of life anytime. Right? Only during your 4-year period only you can able to get. Be an academician and cultural people, sports person and care people in the hospital. Like that, you enjoy yourself and do the work. Right? Success is the sum total of effort that you are repeated. Right? So by this particular person called R. Collier, and thank you very much for actively listening on my class. Thank you very much. I hope you can get some idea about paramedical and student responsibilities and challenges. I hope you do all the responsibilities properly and face the challenges or break the challenges to come out and you be the effective paramedical person in the country. Thank you very much, and any doubts?
Thank you so much, sir. You made this webinar as a useful session and guided us in the path of enlightenment. Thank you, sir.
Dear viewers, if you have any queries regarding the topic, you can type it in the comment box.
Any discussions?
So viewers, do you have any questions? Thank you, sir. It was really an excellent presentation. I hope everyone have understood the session. There is no questions, sir.
There is no question?
So there is no questions, sir.
I don't know whether how much they are actively participating, how much they gained. They are benefited out of this presentation. Anyway, we take it as positive, like all are benefited and you have understood everything.
Sir, we too hope that everyone has understood the presentation, sir. It was really excellent presentation.
We are at the end of the session. Thank you everyone for attending this webinar. Hope you all cherished with the great enlightenment. We are also grateful to the technical persons, Mr. Sally, Mr. Suraj and Mr. Ranjit for making it a successful event. Once again, I thank you all. Thank you so much.